this particular alarm clock that I'm using is called Alarmy, and it's an app that I love, particularly because it doesn't allow me to shut my alarm off until I've actually solved three math problems. And I like using this because it prevents me from going back to sleep. Now, child, when I first wake up in the morning, it be a little rough. But I make my bed for two reasons. One, because I need to move around so I can wake up. And two, because I feel like if I make my bed, then I'm going to have a productive day because I've accomplished one goal so far that day. Now, child, when I first wake up in the morning, it be a little rough. But I make my bed for two reasons. One, because I need to move around so I can wake up. And two, because I feel like if I make my bed, then I'm going to have a productive day because I've accomplished one goal so far that day. After I brush my teeth, I have to wash my face. I can't have no crust around my lips or my eyes. Or, I can't have that. I cannot. I have an image to uphold. I have a reputation to uphold. And plus, I encounter the public all the time. How I look coming up to somebody with some crust around my mouth or some crust in my eyes. That's disrespectful. So after I get done with my facial, I pop 2 vitamins in my mouth because they are very, very essential to our immune system. The vitamins that I use, of course, are the prenatal ones because I feel like those are the more essential ones for women because they're equipping us not only for our own health but for the health of a newborn baby. So I feel like it has more vitamins and more essential vitamins that our body needs. And then after I take my vitamins, I hop in the
Since it's
shower.
getting dark outside and it is now 6 o'clock, so yeah, I'm gonna get into the next thing that I do in the mornings before I head out.
So after I get out of the shower and I'm refreshed, I take the time out to write in my journal. I feel like this is one of the most important things that I do in my day is to faithfully write in my journal every day in the morning because I use this as a manifestation tool. I also use this journal for goals. I use it to thank God for everything that He's done for me and everything that He will do for me. I also use it as a mini vision board. I write down things that I'm trying to accomplish, and the Bible also states that you are supposed to write it out and make it plain, and it'll come to pass. So, this is one of the reasons why I always write in my journal. I also do it so that I could look back in the future to see where I started from and where I am at that time and place because it just encourages me that much more to continue to do what it is that God has assigned for me to do. After I write in my journal, I read my Bible, and the pathway gives me daily scriptures to read to keep me encouraged, to keep me hopeful, and also to keep me faithful. I read these every day in the morning so that I could start my day. And I also read from the McCarthy Study Bible, which is known as the New King James Version. And the study Bible provides notes at the bottom that basically, it further breaks down the scripture in layman's terms so that I'll be able to understand exactly what I'm reading. After reading my Bible, I begin my homework so that I won't have to worry about doing it later. So this consists of my breakfast for this morning. I'm going kind of light because I'm going hiking. So I don't want a whole lot of heavy food on my stomach. Got my eggs right there. Getting ready to scramble them joints up with some cheese. And I got my rice, and then I'm going to make me a parfait. And these are my ingredients for my parfait. Berries and granola. So yeah, getting ready to start that. This is also part of my morning routine when I cook breakfast. I like to have my breakfast light because I don't want to feel sleepy throughout the day to the point where I have to take a nap. So yeah, and I got my lunchbox and my water over there for my hike. Almost done. And look at the eggs. The eggs look good, don't they? And then my parfait is done. Just gotta wait to dive right on into that. Breakfast is now served, hunty. Yes. And as you all know, I don't eat meat. So that's why you don't see any meat on this plate. Okay? Okay. Bon appetit. While eating my breakfast, I sit down, look at all my emails to see if I have any new orders or new clients. I check all my social media platforms to see if anybody has sent me any messages because I do like to speak encouragement and motivation into people's lives. So I tend to respond back to those who send me messages because you never know who may be going through some things. So I typically do that while I'm eating my breakfast.
So in the morning time, I take about 2 to 3 tablespoons of this and mix it in some water. This is Workaholic. It is a performance protein shake, advanced muscle performance. I got this from my local GNC store, so get like a little scoop of this in the morning, be good to go.